called Outliers. I don't know how many people over here read, but he said if you spend 10,000 hours or 10 years on one thing, you become an expert. No, I've been using Excel for 15 years. I'm a pro. I know Excel inside out. Problem is, I've been married for 15 years. My wife has become an expert. Apparently, I'm the app. I'm the pro. Right. Anybody who's afraid of their own name over here? Anybody? I guess you're all bachelors. You know, once you get married, what's your name, sir? Joshua, right? Once you get married, your name will sound like this. Joshua! Where have you been? Joshua! So, you know, after marriage, you become afraid of your own name. Anyways, I came to Bahrain about 18 years ago, and where I come from, it's very simple. You know, you wake up, you have your breakfast, you go to the office, and then you work. But when I came to Bahrain, I found out that this order doesn't have to be maintained. You know, people would turn up at the office and then wake up. You know, some people woke up on the way. But all of them had breakfast in the office. Right? So we had this Bahraini colleagues. Any Bahrainis in the house? I don't think I saw any Bahrainis. Oh, here, right? So anyways, whatever I will tell you about any nationality are the persons I have dealt with and not the race in general. So we had this guy, Jabir. He would sit right across me. He would call the cafeteria every day. And he would like to practice his Indian accent. No, he'd call up the phone. You have egg sandwich? And the other side, have. He's like, yes, please send one egg sandwich. Every day that happened. One day he called, you have one egg sandwich? He's like, no. He's looking at me. That's all. I think they figured out I'm mocking them. You know? So then he goes, okay, you have eggs? He's like, yes, have eggs. Then he goes, you have bread? Yes, we have bread. Like, break the eggs, put it in the bread and give it to me. The other person says, sir, you call the cold store. We don't make sandwiches over here. There was another analyst, so we're in finance, we're sort of supposed to be the brainy guys. We had an analyst, he was from India. How many people are from India over here? Don't get very excited, I'm from Pakistan. So he was an analyst and we are very brainy guys. So you know, any millennials in the house? No millennials, everybody is old like me. Yes. The millennials like to say my brain is not braining today. Yes. Right? So this guy, maybe his brain was not braining that day, he went home. We had a private taxi guy. How many of you know what's a private taxi guy? Nobody? I'll need to explain that. So you know all these Indian Pakistani guys, they take their car or they take the company's car and they drop off people for very cheap rates. All of us use them. We like to save money. So this guy, he dropped me in the morning, you know, I dropped Vishnu yesterday. I said, yeah, fine, you drop everybody, what's the big deal? He's like, he forgot something in the car. Okay, fine, that's human, right? So then I called him half an hour later and told him, Vishnu, you forgot something. He's like, what? You forgot your child. You picked up 2 kids and you left one crying in my backseat. So far for the analyst. And then, basically it's been a long time since then. We had an Irish person in the office. Any Irish in the house? Yeah. Oh, you are a different breed altogether. God bless you guys. You know, we had this Adrian. He was in his 50s, we were in our 20s. He would brag about these big bonuses I got in Bank ABC and InvestCorp and all this. And he was still working with us, I don't know why. Bluetooth technology was very new at that time, I'm talking about like 15 years ago. So we placed a Bluetooth speaker under his desk. And we recorded a voice. As soon as he came, we played it. Adrian! We thought you'd be scared, you know, he started looking up. Every time, Adrian! He came out of the office and he's like, I asked him, Adrian, what happened? He's like, I think God is calling me. Anyway, so that was my last prank. After that, I got married. And I'm happily married now. I have a 9-year-old. And you know, I'm a Gujarati. So I don't know how many of you know what Gujarati is. Right? So it's a clan in India that, you know, tries to invest every penny that they have. They think about investing all the time. You know? Then I got married to a Sindhi. Now I don't know how many of you know what's a Sindhi. Right? Okay, we have some Sindhis. So Sindhis are penny pinchers. They will try to cut corners. They will buy cheap stuff, cheap shampoo, cheap soap. You know, the soap I have in my house is a red life boy. It's sort of a piece of brick. Nothing happens to the soap. My body gets peeled out. You know, so I'm a Gujarati, I married a Sindhi. We thought we will give birth to a superstar. You know, he will save money and he will invest and become an amazing guy. But you know, karma is a bitch. So we went to Malaysia, and my son is a Real Madrid fan. Any Real Madrid fans in the house? No one sees football? Oh, yeah. So we went to Malaysia. We got him a T-shirt. It was a Real Madrid T-shirt. My wife got his name printed at the back. He thinks it's an original T-shirt. He doesn't know it was a stupid. He still wears it proud. I am an original Real Madrid fan. Then we had to send him to Spain to play football with his school team. Over there, we gave him like 200 euros. That, you know, in case you need to buy something, otherwise bring it back. Said, okay. He came back at the airport, he said, Papa, I got you a gift. Like, okay, what? Papa, I got you a Real Madrid t-shirt. I have an original t-shirt, now you also have an original t-shirt. I saw the price tag, 175 euros. You know, now it hangs in my living room with a frame on it, and we will start charging money for it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.